Matthew Hudson-Smith, the European record holder, will lead them off. Qatar, they go in lane 6. Italy have got some power in their team, the likes of Edoardo Scotti and David Ray. Here come the Netherlands, a relatively new name. Eugene Omala will lead them off, but the tried and tested trio, Agard, Angela and Bonaventura. Kenya go in lane 3. First appearance at these championships for Senegal in lane 2, and Venezuela go in lane 1. So as the athletes make their way over, let's just confirm that USA disqualification from the men's 4x4. So we saw the footage there. It was champion Allison, I think, the outgoing runner, who shifted himself into the wrong position. And the Americans confirmed disqualified, and we mentioned there might be an outside chance for Germany. They have taken now one of the 2 spots for the Olympic Games. Drama everywhere. Fumble changes from Brazil. Let's confirm how that all finished up in that previous heat. Belgium and Nigeria, in the end, taking those 2 spots. Brazil really paying the price for that bad change. They finished in 5th. So before we come on to this race, how big a mistake is that from the American team there, Daphne? Because you've got to know the rules. You can't just move yourself because you're in the lead in the home straight.
I don't understand it, because USA, they need to know the rules, right? It's a really big country, so yeah.
That looked, well, the footage we saw a minute ago, that just simply just know the rules. Simple as that.
Yeah.
The positions are set by the officials when the athletes are at a certain point on the track. Doesn't matter where you are in the home straight. He's obviously gone past a couple. He was positioned in 3rd. They're obviously USA were 3rd at the key point, but they make that final call. So that's a big error from the USA. And now they're another team they're going to have to rethink their selection for tomorrow. Because all of their big guns, the likes of Bryce Deadman, champion Allison, most of the big guns have run today. So another big team have to come back tomorrow and get themselves qualified. But these teams ready for their first attempt. And here are Netherlands, Italy, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, probably the ones that we look at. So tell us about Eugene Omala, one of the less familiar names on the Netherlands team, Daphne.
Yeah, it's a new guy. He never ever run in the Dutch kit, so that's really nice to see him here. And I think it's good to have the experience for him as well. And he's very proud to be in the orange kit. That's the only thing that I saw. I never spoke with him, but yeah, he lives in America, so I think it's really an opportunity to him. Let's see how he's doing.
Great, yeah, for Eugene Omala. Qatar also having their first run of these championships as well. Yahin Ibrahim will lead them off. This is the only team that they have entered here across the 5 events. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, I mentioned there's Matthew Hudson-Smith, who unfortunately for him had an injury issue at the World Championships in Budapest. Lewis Davey to run the final leg for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So this one, another really competitive heat. Heat 3 of 4 in the men's 4x400 meters. Here in Nassau, any glimmer of any Bahamian kit has the crowd going mad. Wendell Miller is the one who has the responsibility as well. This is their only team entered at these World Relays. Men's 4x400 meters. Netherlands are the defending champions from the World Relays in Silesia in 2021. Great Britain and Northern Ireland on 3 now are the European champions from Berlin, the world bronze medalists. 2 of their team, Lewis Davey and Matthew Hudson-Smith, part of that European Championship winning team. So they'll defend in Rome in just a few weeks from now. All now, the eyes are on Paris, the Olympic Games. Heat 3 of 4. Matthew Hudson-Smith with a formidable opponent for the Bahamas. Wendell Miller to have in his wing mirrors behind him at the moment. Running closer to the crowd, the volume will be at its max for Wendell Miller. Right on the outside, Hudson-Smith. He's taken a few meters out of him at the moment. Italy with Lucasito in the blue. Also going well, Eugene Omala's run a good first 250 meters for the Netherlands. He's got some juicy targets outside here as Omala as well. leaders at the moment. Qatar might have just handed the baton over first. They've got the inside run as Abdallah takes the baton on for them. But structure up from Toby Harries of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Italy now with Fabio and Tete, and the Netherlands now with Terence Agard starting to move forward.
Really, because he was from a little bit from the back, but he's still in there. He's a very good 4x4 relay runner. Like, it's the last couple of years he's doing better and better.
Well, the Bahamas are certainly still in touch in this one as well, which will have the home crowd going mad in the home straight in a minute. But it's Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Kenya, excellent second leg has been run by Moresa for them. Italy finishing strongly on this leg with Echeti, who's about to hand on to Eduardo Scotti. Italy get the baton in hand first of all. Great Britain and Northern Ireland up the inside. The third leg for them will be Lee Thompson. Kenya in third position at the moment. Brian Tinega has the battle for them, and he actually moves to the front. Netherlands at the moment have suddenly found themselves a few metres down as Ramsey Angela has the battle. Qatar in fourth position, just ahead of the Netherlands at the moment. Kenya, Italy, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, those three have a bit of a gap, but there's only 2 places at the moment. Kenya went out hard and are paying the price for it now, as Italy with Eduardo Scotti, who's about to hand on to David Ray. Lee Thompson's run a strong leg. He's got Lewis Davey waiting, and Ramsey Angela careering down the home straight to hand on for his final leg to Lee Marvin Bonavacia. But Italy away from Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Netherlands just cut across Qatar, and Kenya. Lots to choose still, Daphne, on this final leg.
Yeah, but Lee Marvin is always, he's going for it. Just take the risk and see if it's possible, because you need to take the risk now. You see that Qatar is doing it the same, like, you need to go. Oh.
Kenya just got clipped on the inside there, which just shuffled them back in the pack as well. This is one of the most competitive heats we've had so far here in the Bahamas. There are only 2 places up for grabs in the Olympic Games. It's David Ray for Italy at the moment. Qatar with Ismail Abakar. Limarvin Bonavacia from the Netherlands, and charging up the inside, Lewis Davey saw a gap for Great Britain and Northern Ireland and sneaks through. Italy from Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Those are the front 2. Qatar, Netherlands and Kenya run out of it. Italy probably the favourites in that one, take the victory. And Lewis Davey tactically got it spot on. Saw the game, believed in it, went for it, got second spot.
Yeah, but I love races like this because you saw how close they were in the last 150 meters, because they need to try. They need to go. There's just 2 spots left, so you need to try. And of course you see some, like Lee Marvin, he was getting, like, the lactic, it was too difficult. But I love it when they do races like this. Just try.
Well, that was a thriller. There were 5 teams in contention with about 150 metres to go. But Lewis Davey, sometimes the cards fall for you, didn't it? And just the Qatari athlete, Abakar, just drifting off the curb there, just allowed Lewis Davey that room. I mean, ultimately, he's beaten him by 2 or 3 metres, but he never had to check his forward momentum, Davey. He didn't have to move out away from the curb to get around the Qatari athlete. And that was enough to move him forward. But David Ray, eyes on the prize in Paris. Confirmation of that result, Italy and Great Britain and Northern Ireland taking the 5th and 6th places available in Paris.
The third heat of the men's 4x400 meters of the World Athletics Relays unfolded with exactly the kind of drama and urgency that defines elite relay racing. Every team understood what was at stake. Not just a win, but a crucial qualification position and a favorable lane for the next round. From the moment the athletes were introduced, the tension was unmistakable. The vibrant Caribbean-style performers circling the track added color and rhythm to the scene. Yet in stark contrast, the runners stood still, focused, and locked into the mental battle ahead. In the 4x400m, there is no hiding. Each leg can completely reshape the outcome. Among the standout teams in this heat were Qatar and France, 2 nations approaching the race with different tactical philosophies. Qatar relied on experience and balance. Their lineup featured disciplined 400-meter specialists capable of maintaining strong splits without overextending early. Dressed in deep maroon, they projected calm confidence, signaling a strategy built around efficiency and controlled aggression rather than emotional bursts. France brought a different kind of energy. Their squad, younger and visibly hungry, looked ready to challenge from the very first stride. Wearing blue-striped uniforms that symbolized both tradition and renewal, they knew that waiting too long could cost them everything. In a heat like this, hesitation is fatal. France appeared prepared to take risks. As the gun fired, the opening leg immediately established the rhythm of the race. France attacked early, committing to a strong pace through the first 200 meters. Their front runner ran assertively but under control, avoiding reckless speed while still applying pressure. Qatar stayed within striking distance, carefully measuring their effort and refusing to be drawn into an unsustainable duel. The cut-in point created the first true moment of chaos. Multiple athletes converged toward lane one, shoulders nearly brushing, strides adjusting in real time. In relays, positioning at this stage is critical. A small hesitation can mean running extra meters. France navigated the transition cleanly, protecting inside position without breaking momentum. Qatar remained composed, avoiding contact and settling into an ideal racing line just behind the leaders. On the second leg, the dynamics shifted. Qatar began to assert themselves. Their experienced runner gradually increased tempo along the back straight, using smooth mechanics and efficient turnover to reel in the teams ahead. The move wasn't explosive, it was calculated. By the final bend of that leg, Qatar had moved decisively into qualification range. France refused to fade. Their second runner maintained excellent cadence and discipline, responding to every surge without panicking. Rather than forcing a risky move, they stayed connected, keeping the gap manageable and preserving energy for the later legs. At this stage, the race was no longer just about speed. It had become a chess match played at full sprint, where patience, positioning, and precision were just as important as raw power.